Welcome to AFE's Power Play, where we power up your ride. I'm Mike Duval, and today we're going to be taking this 2009 Chevy 2500 HD truck with a Duramax LMM diesel engine and giving it a serious kick in the shorts, both horsepower and torque-wise, with the addition of AFE's Mach Force XP DPF Delete exhaust system and a PPE power tuner. But before we do that, let's go over to the dyno and get some base numbers so we can mark our improvements. So Adrian, how do we do for our baseline numbers?
Good. We got 286 and 592 torque.
Very good. Okay. Now I'll go over and get the parts installed, and we'll see what we come up with for with the tuner and the DPF delete. Okay. Well, truck's up on the rack. Come on in. Let's get the parts installed. Well, we've got all our stuff loosened up. Now we're going to go ahead and start pulling pieces out from the back forward. Okay, moving forward now, this is our DPF, or diesel particulate filter. Since we're deleting this, we're going to disconnect the air tubes on the side, and there's two oxygen sensors that are also going to disconnect. That's it, our DPF's ready to come out. Last in line is going to be our catalytic converter. And we're removing the front support bracket from the catalytic converter that's bolted to the transmission with two bolts. And that should give us enough clearance to pull this cat out forward. See what it looks like. It's kind of a combo heat shield and mounting bracket for the catalytic converter. All right, we talked about disconnecting these lines at a later point. We're at that point now. And we're going to go up to where the hoses connect. Up here they have little spring clamps on them. Basically just release the spring clamps and slide them down the hose, and then you'll be able to undo the hose. All right, we're ready to go start putting our pieces back in. First piece is going to be the head pipe from the turbo. It's going to sit in the place where the catalytic converter was. Okay, before you tighten the upper clamp all the way, you're going to want to put this factory hanger back on here that's going to position that pipe so it sets properly on the flange up there. We put in the next section of straight pipe here. Now we're going to put in the curved section that's going to go underneath the cross member. The AFE system is made out of 4-inch 304 stainless steel tubing. It's mandrel bent. It's got OE style bayonets, and it has OE style band clamps for a really nice fit. Next piece is going to be the free-flowing muffler. Now this system comes with a polished stainless steel tip, which is really nice, but we're putting the big gun on this one. It's a ceramic-coated stainless steel tip. It's 4-inch in, 6-inch out, 18 inches long, with a nice stainless steel AFE power badge on it. And since we're putting this longer tip on, we're going to need to cut the end of that tailpipe down a little bit. Before you tighten the clamp at the muffler, the tailpipe, you want to level the back out and get your tip sitting right where you want it. Well, we've got our exhaust system up here. You know, with this thing installed, you're going to have increased flow, torque, horsepower, and in these trying times, the best of all, you're going to increase some of your gas mileage too. Today, along with our DPF delete system, we're going to use PPE's Hot Plus 2 ET Accelerator Programmer. PPE's Accelerator Series is the highest quality available and provides additional horsepower, torque, fuel economy, and reads and clears diagnostic trouble codes through the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system. All right, prior to installing the PPE tuner, we're going to remove a couple of fuses that they tell you in the instructions. First one's under the hood in the main fuse box. They've identified it as RDO, and we found the location via the fuse identification inside the lid. We have one more that's inside the fuse panel inside the front cab area. Okay, now we're ready to start with the tuner. All right, so we're going to connect the programmer to the OBD2 port. Now we've got our 4 options, and we're going to choose tune the engine. Now that the tuner's downloaded the factory settings and saved them, we're going to go to select tune and choose our tuning that we want. And there's 6 levels on this tuner. We're going to pull up level 3 and we're going to select that. And that's it. Tuner's installed. We're ready for the dyno. So Adrian, how are we looking on the second run?
Pretty good. 335 horsepower and 681 torque.
Pretty impressive. 49 horse and 89 foot-pounds of torque. That's pretty cool on the mid setting too. Now, keep in mind that when we run these dyno tests, we run them right out the gate as soon as we install the parts, and it's often the case, the computer's relearning as you go, and if we did consecutive runs, you'd probably see significant gains beyond these. So what we've done here is at least shown that there's significant gains right out the gate with this on the mid setting, so not a bad deal.
Yeah, have fun with it.
All right, cool. I'm going to go get a seat of the pants run and see how this thing does.
Nice.
Well, now I'm off for my favorite part of the show, the test drive. For more information on AFE products and the entire AFE line, go to afepower.com. I'm Mike Duval, and we'll see you next time on AFE's Power Play.